What's going on, WWE Universe? I am Charlie Caruso here at the Mohegan Sun Arena, where we are counting down the minutes until SmackDown Live gets underway. But first, I have a very special guest next to me, Miss Alexa Bliss, who is the latest female superstar to grace the cover of Muscle and Fitness Hers. What a freaking accomplishment. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So tell me about when you found out that you were going to be on the cover of this magazine.
When I found out I was going to be on the cover of the magazine, I was so excited because when I was competing in fitness, like this was one of my goals. Like I wanted to be on the cover of a fitness magazine. And I was really surprised that they chose me because, you know, I hadn't been in the fitness world since I left to join WWE. And, you know, it was a really nice surprise and I was really excited and it was just, I think it was more shocking.
So I remember being at the Performance Center with you when the shoot was about to happen, and it was one of those things where you were like given a couple weeks notice. It wasn't something that you had tons of time to prep for, and obviously being on the cover of a magazine, you want to look your absolute best. So tell me about the process to getting to the shape you're on, fabulous shape for the cover.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was given 12 days notice. And so what I did was I started taking up spin class. Like I was like, oh my goodness, like I didn't change much of what I was doing. I just added a little bit more. So I was doing spin class 3 to 4 times a week, really making sure I was watching what I was eating because you know what you put in shows, like
Absolutely, yeah.
exactly. And so I just basically kind of upped my cardio a little bit, kept my training at the Performance Center as intense as I could, and you know, just really buckled down on trying to be as healthy as I could for this shoot.
And then what was your reaction when you saw the finished product and saw the cover?
I was really happy and really excited when I saw the cover because it was just such a fun day, and when I see the cover, it just like brings me back to that day and all the fun we had. And it was quite a long shoot, but it was so fun. You know, like everybody was so helpful, and the workouts were fun. They were really intense. I didn't know the workouts were going to be that hard, and they were. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at like some of the pages in here. I mean, she's doing some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So
a lot of like catch and release stuff.
Yeah, so you got a little workout in for the shoot.
Yeah.
You were a gymnast for, I believe, 15 years. You were a collegiate cheerleader. You moved into the fitness world before coming to WWE. So this has got to be like one of the greatest accomplishments that you could add to your resume.
For sure. Like I've done a lot in gymnastics, all-star cheerleading, step one. College cheerleading, and then after college I decided I wanted to start competing fitness. I got my pro card, and this was just one of the things that I hadn't yet to do because I was on the cover of American Cheerleader magazine, so I was on the cover for a cheerleading magazine,
Cool.
and not fitness yet. So this is like super exciting and super just awesome and great experience.
All right, so you're one of the newest additions to SmackDown Live. Your life has gotten so much more hectic since moving up to SmackDown Live. How are you able to keep your fitness regime and your health regime still intact while doing all this traveling and just having such a crazy lifestyle?
My biggest thing is basically find the time. And there's been times where I'm waking up, you know, 5, 6 a.m. just to make sure, if anything, I'm getting cardio in. Or I have this like cool little workout app, and you like plan your workout for the day, and you plan a certain amount of time, and you can do it in your hotel room. Like you don't need weights or a gym, and I always try to find a gym around wherever we're staying. My diet is, I try to eat as clean as possible. I know that the cleanest options aren't always out there, but there's always ways around it and ways to find what works for you. Because what works for me may not work for you. What works for anybody, everybody's different. So like for me, I just try to keep my diet as clean as I can and find the time with our schedule and adapting. It's still a transition that I'm going through, but I think once I'm here longer, it'll be a lot easier.
So let's say someone like me, like I want to be the next cover model. What's the best tip you can give me to get in the best shape of my life?
You already look great. I don't think
Well,
you need
thanks,
anything.
but as far as like a diet goes, or like for anyone out there, you want to get in good shape, here's what you need to do.
Follow like a few simple rules. Like you can't outwork a bad diet. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and everything starts with the first step. And it's all progression from there. So you have to be consistent. Consistency is key. Consistency with your diet, consistency with working out. It all adds up to the final product.
Now, moving on to the world of wrestling, there are some rumors going on right now that there's going to be some new titles being presented for the SmackDown Live crew. You are undefeated in singles competition right now, so tell me, if one of those new titles does happen to be for the women's division, does this become priority number one for Alexa Bliss?
Absolutely. That is my, if we do have a new title coming, that is my main target. I stay focused, I never slip up, and the other women will realize that once we do get a title, if it's not tonight, if ever we do get a title, that they should be terrified, because their next champion is going to be small and fierce.
Wow. Powerful words from a very powerful woman. You can check out Muscle and Fitness Hers anywhere where these magazines are sold. Congratulations on this accomplishment to you once again. And guys, we are just a little bit away from the start of the SmackDown Live, so tune in to the USA Network starting at 8 o'clock to catch all the action tonight. See you later.